Ahí está también. Welcome to another episode of Lifting You Up with Cassandra Prieto, your best friend in real estate, sponsored by Tucson Appliance, Chris and Corbin Edwards. I hope that you're ready today for another uplifting conversation. Make sure that you get your pen and papers, all the takeaways that you possibly can write on those pieces of paper. And today I have such a special guest, Miss Victoria González. ¡Woo! ¿Cómo estás, amiga?
Muy bien, Cassandra. Qué orgullo y qué honor de estar aquí en tu programa.
Yes.
Estoy súper orgullosa de ti por todo lo que estás logrando en la comunidad. Gracias por la oportunidad.
No, estoy tan emocionada de tenerte aquí, Victoria. Mira, este es a bilingual show. Lo que me he dado cuenta es que muchas de las personas que han venido las conozco desde hace mucho tiempo, pero through these conversations, I'm learning so much more about them as a human being, about challenges, and I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? I love this.
This is the perfect time.
It is, and I'm so excited to hear about your story. So before we dive in, we're gonna just do a soft reminder about our mission. Why Lifting You Up with Cassandra Prieto? What is the intention and purpose behind us putting this together? Our mission is to elevate and empower and celebrate the stories of Hispanic leaders and local business owners in our community. Through meaningful, heartfelt conversations, we shine the light on individuals who have overcome cultural conditioning, self-doubt, and struggle, and they have chosen to rise, lead, and inspire. This platform, co-hosted by Chris Edwards and myself, is dedicated to telling more than just stories. It's about sharing real turning points, deep self-discoveries, and the wisdom gained along the way. We believe these voices matter, like Ms. Victoria's today, and they reflect the heart of our community and the strength within our culture. Victoria, ¿cómo te sientes? A ver, platícame un ratito, ¿cómo
yo
estás?
Yo me siento súper emocionada, como te digo, muy agradecida de esta oportunidad porque necesitamos este tipo de comunidades donde podamos motivar a otros que a lo mejor estuvieron en algún momento están en este momento en su vida, en momentos que nosotros ya pasamos como líderes en la comunidad y estamos aquí para abrir nuestros corazones y mostrarles que se puede salir adelante, no importa en qué lugar en su vida estén ahorita.
I love that. De eso se trata este programa. Y después, o sea, aparte de esto, tú, Victoria, you're doing so much of this already out there. I mean, and I can't wait to like dive into everything that you're doing, but you've been doing this for a very long time, uplifting people, helping people, con sanación, con self-care. I mean, it's just with your whole company and what you do for a living, you have really incorporated that lifting others up and really empowering others, que is so needed, especially right now in this time. So without further ado, let me do a short little bio on Victoria, and then we're going to dive into our questions because I'm really excited to hear her answers. So I'm thrilled to introduce Victoria González, the heart and soul behind VG Beauty Lounge, a true local gem that's been shining for decades. Starting at just 17, Victoria turned her passion into a powerhouse, and literally a powerhouse, serving our community with love and expertise for over 20 years. At VG Beauty Lounge, it's not just about beauty. It's a full wellness experience. Victoria offers everything from facials, micro-channeling, dermaplaning, chemical peels, non-surgical facelifts, lead treatments. And I mean, I was just there last week, and it was so awesome. And actually, I was there this Monday, and so stay tuned for the video, and I gotta show you. I got a lot of advancement on that, but just there's so much care behind the services, haircuts, colors, extensions, plus weight loss programs, body sculpting, detox wraps. I mean, it's endless, the amount of magic that goes on beauty and VG Beauty Lounge. And you really, really want to go and visit. And I just had a facial done on Monday, but there is so much more than just the facial. We did the the light treatment. What was
Red
it?
light therapy.
Red light
which
therapy.
is amazing for so many things.
For so many things. And then like we did the facial, and then just her love and passion that she puts into everything. It's not just a facial. So if you want pampering and you want a facial and you want everything else, just go see her. Where are you guys located at, Victoria?
3964 East Pima. It's Pima and Alvernon.
Pima and Alvernon. You can't miss it. It's going to be on the south side of the road. Ask for Victoria. Tell her, hey, we heard you on the radio and they told us we absolutely had to come here. So make sure that you stop by. And without further ado, we're going to dive into our questions, Victoria. So we're going to start with turning points. And did I already ask you how long have we known each other?
We know each other. I remember one of my coworkers, Sergio, brought you to, and I did your hair. You were just a little
I
girl.
was a little baby.
You were just really young. And
I
you were a
was.
DJ. You
Oh
were
my
just, you're the
God.
same, just more refined
More
and classy and
refinada,
beautiful
like
and
fine
smart.
wine.
You've always been you, but now you are a really wise woman.
Oh, so we've known each other for a long time. I
Yes, we do.
love that. So I can't wait to hear about the turning point that you want to share with us today. So, you know, we all have a ton of turning points in our lives that like really open our paths up to drastic changes. And we want to hear about the time that you want to share about a turning life in your life, a moment that changed everything significantly for you.
Bueno, pues, ay, there's so many. I think in life, in my journey, I feel like it's every 10 years. It's a
Oh.
turning point.
Years.
There was one turning point that I think is important to mention because it was at my 40s. And at the same month, I got diagnosed with cervical cancer. I got divorced. And my salon, used to be Xanadu Salon and Spa, got burned down.
Whoa.
So
All in the
that happens
same-
all at the same time. 2010, the market crashed. I got divorced, and I thought I was at my lowest moment. You know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay. So at that point, I just didn't even know where to start again. I almost give up, but then I didn't. I got my health back.
So nonchalant, I love it.
I cry a little bit about the divorce. I got another boyfriend. I move on, right? I was like, okay, life is
Así
going.
se hace, amigos.
All
Están
right.
escuchando.
So then you move on. You open
Yeah.
another business. Not a
Uh-huh.
big deal, right?
Yeah.
Right. Then 10 years later, my real turning point was at the age of 50.
Okay.
Okay, I was in a relationship with I put too much expectations, and then I got really disappointed, and it was bad things happened, infidelity, and then on my birthday, and this is. It takes a lot of courage to say this because it's embarrassing. But you know what? In our lowest point, in that moment that you are so embarrassed with yourself, with the world, is when you grow.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
So now I am grateful for that moment. It was my 50th birthday, and my friend asked me to come and visit her, and I went and visit her, and we drink a lot. We drink a lot. And it was COVID time, and there was stops everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to be home, and I left. I got stubborn, and I got in my car. And at 12:05 on my birthday, on my 50th birthday, I got a DUI.
Oh my God! Happy birthday to you!
Happy birthday to me!
Is that what the cop said? Hijos de su-
I know. So why did that happen to me? I was my energy, my vibration. I didn't believe in myself at that moment. I put my faith in circumstances. I had a lot of anger inside me. I was just living from the exterior world, like what is happening outside. I thought life was happening to me, and I now. I realized that I was causing all of those things
Isn't
that were
that
happening
beautiful
to me.
to be able to
I
say?
was attracting all of that bad stuff, infidelities, DUIs, betrays from friends. I was attracting the wrong people, wrong clients, absolutely everything. And it was at that moment I remember after I got home, thank goodness, because I didn't have to go spend a
Oh,
night.
thank God. Híjole, sí es cierto.
And Cassandra, I didn't even have a traffic ticket. I've always been an angel.
Oh my God. Oh,
I always
that
respect
is
the law.
definitely
And it happened for a reason.
right.
And I am grateful for the moment.
Mhm.
So anybody that is going through why this is happening for me right now. I don't deserve this. Why me? It doesn't matter what it is. Believe me, there is a reason for
There
that.
is a reason.
So I remember being in the shower, taking a shower, and feeling like, how am I going to tell my family about this? How embarrassing. I am the oldest in my family and the only woman. And everybody looks up to me like I am, like I don't,
Yeah. Your guidance.
like my poop doesn't stink. So I know, right? Everybody looks at me like,
La
and then,
Victoria que
oh my God! See, and
Está very
I
bonito.
don't share this with anybody, but at this point, I
Yeah.
recognize that I am a human
Yes.
and that I made mistakes, and that we all
Yeah.
gonna do mistakes. If you cannot forgive yourself, why would anybody else forgive yourself? So now I use my mistake. Yes, it was stupid. Yes, it was bad moment in my life, and I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed that bad moment.
I love this, and I want to just reflect a little bit, because what we do is at the end of the month we kind of do our takeaways, and one of the big takeaways right now from this is, how difficult is it for majority of human beings to take responsibility? That just, like, all I'm hearing, I have not heard one moment that you're like, oh, poor me, this happened to me. Or, I mean, you went through a ton of stuff for that. It would be very valid for you to be sitting here complaining and even taken back to that moment and reliving it and torturing yourself. It's the easiest thing to do. And I don't know if you guys have heard this whole thing, but I mean, reflect on the last 10 minutes that she's been talking. Really, there is no poor me. It's all acknowledgement, responsibility. She's embracing everything. What a beautiful place
I
to
am
be
grateful
at.
for that moment now.
Yes,
I
and
am
even grateful for
I
that
am
moment.
grateful. Thank you,
¿Quién
God.
sabe dónde vamos a andar? Ajá. ¿Sí?
Because
A veces-
after that, my healing started.
Oh, wow.
My
You're
not
true.
just pretending to
Uh-huh.
heal,
Sí, sí.
but getting in my knees and say, God, what do I need?
Ay.
I
We've
feel
all been there.
empty. I don't want to live like this anymore. And what was I doing that? I was wanted to numb my pain. I
Yep.
wanted to disappear. I
Yeah.
wanted to, so that moment I started looking for different ways to heal.
Uh-huh.
I went to therapy. I hated it. I didn't like it. For some people, therapy is beautiful. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I went 2-3 times, and I was like, no.
Uh-huh.
At that moment, I felt like there was not a human that can help me. And I dig into my heart, dig into my spirit and my light, and I forgive myself
Mhm.
for my mistakes. And I ask God to guide me into the light, into I say, if I'm gonna keep living in this life, use me for something.
Mhm. Yeah.
I know that I love what I do, but it's not fulfilling me anymore. And I want something deeper.
Mhm.
I want
Yeah.
something deeper. I wanna help people. I wanna be true to myself, and I wanna be authentic. I don't wanna have mask. I don't wanna pretend
Yep.
that I am this or that. I am me
Mhm.
as good as it
Yes.
gets, baby.
That you are the highest version of yourself
I am. Yes.
and the
I am.
truest
I am.
version of
I
you.
am.
And you're on such a good path. I mean,
I am, and I just trust at the moment that I just needed to follow my path. I study yoga, and I love the philosophy of yoga. I have my license as a yoga teacher. I did that, and I still do it. But my true passion is in sound. Sound,
My
because
gosh, that's-
sound turns into light, and light heals.
sound turns into light and light heals. I've never heard that. I love that.
Yeah, light and sounds
Just,
and
heals.
since I started studying, I got certified as a sound healer, I got certifications in somatic movement, so everything makes sense now.
Uh-huh.
Like everything has a vibration. This microphone, everything, the tables, and we are nothing really.
Yeah.
We are just
part of like whatever's happening.
So if you make it smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, smaller, smaller,
Yeah.
and start cutting it in pieces, it disappears into the nothing. It's just an illusion.
And let me just add that like you have such great energy, Victoria. Like just being around you is sangre livianita, es energía tan suavecita. It's like being around you, like you can feel that about you. So I know that we never stop learning and we never stop healing, but you're just on such a beautiful, wonderful, like your progress has been so immense as the human being that you are. And I've known you for a long time and I never like felt anything bad, but I feel the good. It's like, it's extra now, right?
Yes,
like it's very present. So I love everything that you're doing. Let's take a moment. And actually, you know what? We're going to dive into that a little bit towards the end because I want to talk about like that room that you have and all the classes that you're giving. So that takes us into our next question. The next question is, through all of those, so basically the last handful of years or so, but from that moment when that happened, through the initial beginning, what did you learn about yourself that you had no idea? Que tú puedes decir, I didn't know I had this in me. Like when you went through that and you see now like how you kind of, como lo sobresaliste, ¿qué aprendiste de ti que jamás pensarías que tenías en ti?
I learned, aprendí a confiar en mí.
A confiar.
Y
me encanta.
empecé a despertar mi intuición. Eso que se siente cuando no sabes por qué lo sientes, pero sabes que tienes que decir no, pero dices que sí cuando quieres decir no, o dices no cuando quieres decir sí. Los miedos, todas las paredes de que no crees en ti. Empecé a creer en mí en ese proceso. Y más, es como que ahora yo me puedo salir de mí y verme.
Sí,
y verme así, me puedo sentar así como tú estamos y mi higher
analizarte,
self, mi ser superior se sienta enfrente de mí. Claro que puedes. ¿Qué te pasa? Y me da unas cachetadas y ya le digo, ok, sí podemos.
Sí puedo. I love
Y a
that.
veces se aparece mi niñita que está dañada, que fue todo lo que nos pasa, que a todos nos pasa.
Todos lo tenemos.
A veces sabemos, a veces no sabemos, ¿verdad? Pero yo tenía un trauma de mi abuelo que tenía, yo creo 6 años, y unas niñas no quisieron jugar conmigo. Y me dieron la espalda y me quedé, yo lloré y todo. Eso me hizo hunt toda la vida, porque en cuanto una amiga o que yo las veía que andaba haciendo algo en Facebook y no me invitaron, y yo, no me quieren.
If we grow up with them, es que esa niña nunca...
Esa niña,
ahí
entonces
está.
cuando esa niña sale, porque sentí algo, ay, ¿qué pasó? Ay. Vente.
Sí,
estamos bien, no te preocupes, no pasa nada.
Ajá.
Aquí estoy yo ya.
Aquí estoy yo ahora para cuidarte.
Sí.
Y la persona preparada que eres. Ay, esos temas de la terapia, cómo me encanta cuando podemos vernos, podemos estar muy presentes a nuestra niña interior y lo que necesita, and to be able to show up for them in the way that we are now. In the loving, kind, wonderful way. And there is so much to that I mean, I would wish that everybody at some point learns to do that. We all have a little child within us. That child never left. We outgrow our bodies because we keep aging, but that little kid, they're there. But when you become a person that's working on yourself and you have love and kindness, you can give that to yourself. You no longer depend on it, so I love that, and it sounds like you've done so much work.
Intuition. Trust your intuition.
Trust your intuition.
If they show you who they are, believe
it. I
That's
love
otra.
that one.
Se la robé a otra.
I love that. Sí, cierto. Believe it when people show you. Bueno, ahora con nuestra última pregunta, Victoria, I want to ask you, if somebody right now is listening, okay, están escuchando y dicen, les acaba de pasar lo mismo, los acaban de detener, quizás les fue peor, quizás perdieron el tren. Eso, ajá, sí. Las personas que tienen todo ese miedo que están pasando, ¿qué tú les dirías a ellos que los pueda ayudar, ¿no? Basado en tu experiencia y lo que te pasó a ti.
Mira, especialmente los latinos tenemos nuestros ancestros son tan fuertes y tan poderosos. Venimos de un lineage tan fuerte. Y todo lo que ellos han pasado para que nosotros estemos aquí, el trabajo que nos queda a nosotros, ¿qué es el trabajo que nos queda a nosotros descubrir? Es creer en nosotros. Creer en nosotros y confiar que lo que pase, así sea lo peor, como a lo mejor que los manden a su país, a nuestro país.
A nuestro país.
Que les puede pasar a todos.
Claro.
Confiar que hay una razón para eso.
Sí. Confiar que hay razón.
Y confiar, hacer todo lo que podamos de nuestra parte, ¿verdad? Si hay alguna manera de arreglar documentos, pues arreglarlos, o lo que sea, si hay una manera de salvar tu relación, ir a terapia, si hay una manera de que no te quiten tu casa, o sea, siempre hay que poner el 100%, ¿verdad?
Claro, claro.
Dios dice, ayúdate que yo te ayudaré.
Sí.
Hay que levantarse, hay que echarle ganas, hay que ser positivos, hay que controlar aquí todo lo que entra aquí, hay que hacerle más caso al corazón, no dejar que la cabeza te dirija porque te enferma. Entonces hay que conectarte con el corazón y confiar en ti, confiar que hay un poder superior que está guiando esto que estamos, que lo vemos chiquito y hay algo mucho más grande que nos está guiando, todos los humanos, y que estamos colectivamente trabajando, no estamos solos, no estamos solos. Las energías están conectadas y todo lo que haces tú me afecta a mí, lo que yo hago me afecta a los demás, y ser conscientes de nuestras acciones para contribuir a lo colectivo, a la energía colectiva, al bien, a la luz, no echarle energía a las conversaciones negativas, a las noticias. Entonces ese sería mi consejo, no creer todo lo que ves, buscar las noticias que vengan de un source que sea real, no hacerte historias que todavía no son, porque empiezas a sufrir y nunca pasa.
Sí, pero la estamos sufriendo, ¿no? O sea, porque nuestra mente no sabe la diferencia entre lo que está pasando y lo que nos imaginamos. Entonces, el momento que te estás imaginando, sí, tu cuerpo lo está experimentando de esa manera. Entonces, tan importancia. Estamos platicando también el último show de el enfoque. El enfoque. No te tortures. Lo que te imaginas, lo que estás viviendo en tu cabeza, lo estás viviendo en carne. Tu cuerpo lo está experimentando. El enfoque que uno tiene con lo que está pasando en los politics, lo que está pasando en el mundo ahorita, hay tanto odio, pero es por un enfoque. Nosotros experimentamos, y lo dije la última vez, la vida en la que nos enfocamos. Entonces, sí, a lo mejor suena como que, ay, sí, bueno, pues, o sea, qué fácil decirlo, ¿no? Sí, porque ahorita no estoy pasando yo alguna situación en este momento, este segundo, pero pues nadie sabe si no estoy pasando yo un momento así difícil. Nomás no es mi enfoque, es tu decisión, tu enfoque. Y me encanta, Victoria, que hables también de la contribución de la energía a lo que colectivamente estamos participando.
Todos tenemos culpa y todos tenemos la solución de alguna manera.
Me encanta eso. Thank you so much. Esa fue la última pregunta.
Gracias.
Antes, pero quiero que nos platiques, Victoria, esta última vez que fui para tu local, que tenías un sound bath. Oh my God, tienes un localito ahí atrás de tu salón y estás haciendo muchas clases. A ver, platica para que invites a todos.
Me encanta. Por muchos años, más de 30 años en la comunidad, yo he ofrecido los servicios de belleza, que también me encanta, pero como te mencionaba, ya no me llenaba mi alma, ya yo quería algo más. Que se pudiera combinar con la belleza, pero también la belleza interior. Entonces mi slang es BG Beauty Lounge, where glam meets zen.
Where glam meets zen. I love that.
Entonces nosotros tenemos un schedule bastante completo donde ofrecemos todos los miércoles sound baths. Ahí es donde vamos a balancear la energía. Hacemos cosas muy bonitas combinado con una meditación. Todos los miércoles de 6:30 a 7:30, 1 hora. Tenemos también Somatic Movement. Los domingos, un domingo sí, un domingo no. Somatic es para conectarte con el cuerpo. Te quites de los pensamientos para poder ver qué le está pasando a tu cuerpo y dónde encuentras traumas o dolores o todo eso para echarlo. Es como terapia, pero sin hablar.
Sin hablar, tu cuerpo
te va a guiar. Entonces, somatic, ecstatic quiere decir que está estático, estancado en el cuerpo. Entonces, vamos a quitar eso. No es exótico, es estático.
No es exótico. Sorry
estático.
To disappoint.
Y también tenemos un World Woman Circle, que es un círculo de mujeres donde convivimos, tomamos cacao, meditamos.
¿Cuándo
bailamos.
es ese?
Los domingos de 9:30 de la mañana a 12.
De 9. ¿Ustedes lo hacen el cacao?
Sí.
Oh, wow.
Sí, hacemos el cacao. Este domingo vamos a tener té japonés.
Oh, my God.
Entonces,
de 9 de la mañana a 12.
De 9:30, sí. Entonces, combinando diferentes culturas, este domingo. Yo viví en Japón por un tiempo, entonces me encanta la cultura japonesa. Entonces, me compré un kimoncito bien cute. Entonces, me encanta combinar todo eso porque al final es lo mismo, es de diferente sabor y de diferente color y con diferentes ojitos,
me
¿no?
encanta.
Pero somos iguales todos, ¿no? Entonces, invitamos a toda la comunidad, hombres, mujeres, y es un lugar sagrado donde podemos platicar y dejar cosas que a lo mejor nadie sabe que estás pasando, y es un lugar donde bien
para compartir
soltar. Y de soltar, y te garantizo que se va a
sentir. Me encanta.
Son 2:30 que vas a meter en ti.
Sí, no hay que hacerlo. A ver, Victoria, y ya se nos está acabando el tiempo, pero dinos cómo se pueden meter la gente a inscribirse para esas clases.
Para las clases, pues pueden apuntar mi número a 520-850-3208 y mandarme un texto, y yo nada más me dicen que van a venir y yo los apunto. O también a bgbeautylounge.com, o también en Instagram, BG Beauty Lounge, Facebook, y ahí me pueden contactar. Ahí están todos los eventos.
Todo. Y el número de nuevo es 520-850-3208. Bueno, amigos, se nos acaba el tiempo, Victoria.
Qué
gracias.
rápido.
Sí, viste qué rápido se va, ¿no? O sea, uno dice, espérate, ya nos faltan 2 minutos. Thank you so much again for being a part of Lifting You Up with Cassandra Prieto, your best friend in real estate, sponsored by Tucson Appliance, Chris and Corbin Edwards. If you have any comments, if you want to, or if you have any questions, make sure to reach out. My phone number is 520-349-3248. You could also email me at cassandra@prietorealestategroup.com. We hope that you had so many takeaways today. If you have any questions for Victoria, make sure to reach out to her again, 520-850-3208. And we hope that you will tune in next Saturday at 9:30 a.m. on 92.5 FM La Urbana. It's a pleasure being here with you guys. Thank you so much. And Victoria, gracias.
Thank you, Cassandra. And thank you, Chris Edward.
Yes.
Because he's also a beautiful human being that has contributed so much to the community and made this possible. And thank you, because I think there's somebody there that's going to listen to this and is going to say, oh my God, she went through that.
Yes.
Good. It's always that way.
It always is, but thank you. It was such an honor to have you.
Thank you.
We will see you guys next Saturday, guys. So make sure to tune in at 9:30 next Saturday on 92.5 FM La Urbana.